Here with head baseball coach Luke Johnson after the Vikings' unfortunate 16-10 loss to Illinois Wesleyan University. Coach, you guys did a really nice job coming back in this game, but then Illinois Wesleyan unfortunately came back with a couple runs in those last couple innings. Talk a bit about just the game overall, your thoughts.
Well, it wasn't unlike any of the games that we played in the series against them. We led after 7 or into the 7th in all 3 games and ended up being on the short end of that on games that looked very lopsided. So it's disheartening. It's disappointing. I don't know that it's indicative of how things are going to go moving forward, but we need to seriously get something turned around, and our bullpen needs to step up and do their job. And I don't mind saying that on camera right now. Totally unacceptable what we got out of our bullpen. They need to work harder and be better.
On the flip side, though, talk a bit about what you guys were able to do coming back from taking that 8 I believe it was a 9-8 lead at one point. Talk about what the guys were able to do as a bright spot for that.
Well, I mean, they fought back offensively, and they got some big hits and some big spots, and they got some hits with 2 outs. And after that happens, you got to go out there and try to throw up a 0. And honestly, James came out of the bullpen and was pretty good. He gave up a couple runs early on, and obviously gave up that big one late. But he was also to a point where he was stretched out at 93 pitches at that point. That's as deep as he's gone into a game probably in his life, in a game that was meaningful. So there was a bright spot there. Unfortunately, that guy can't throw every time, and now he's probably on the shelf until Monday or Tuesday of next week with the number of pitches that he threw. So there were some bright spots, but at the end of the day, there are no moral victories. We expect more out of ourselves. I expect more out of myself. I know our coaching staff expects more out of ourselves, so we have to get better from everybody, our coaching staff included.
So guys, step out of conference tomorrow, play Benedictine. What's the game plan going into that one? It's
to come out and I think be a little bit more mentally sharp and be ready to go. It's a good team. They're well coached. A good friend of mine runs their show. They're going to be ready to play us. It's a guy that spent a lot of time in the CCIW as a player and a coach and has been very successful. And he's going to want to come out and prove something against us. So we're going to treat it like a conference game. We're going to have to go out there and play like we played the last or play with our mindset the way that we've gone into games the last 5 or 6 games and have a better outcome. That's what the game plan is.